Back on Heroes of Middle-earth. Now this game is very different from the turn-based games that you usually play. If you're used to playing Raid, Shadow Legends, Summoner's War, Dislight, Infinite Magic Raid, all of those games, you summon for your hero and you get them immediately, and the way you gear them up is very different as well. So if you're feeling stuck in this game, if you're feeling like you can't progress any further, all you have to do is go to your collection. It's really easy. Click on your heroes, all of them, and level their gear up. I'm all at tier gear 4. Which is what you should be if you're able to get tier gear 4. You should use your energy every single day and just go in here. You click on that little circle next to where the gear is, and then you see these smaller circles. You go over here and you search for the gear. I'm just going to craft this. And then once you have that, click on the other small circle. And it'll fill in, and then you just go to find it, and then you do one run though. Don't do these 20 runs. Save your energy. Do one run. It keeps populating if you have enough energy to 20. Take it down to 1. Hit auto. See if you get the item that you need. If you get that item, then go on to the next person and keep doing that over and over. So on day 1 yesterday, I got to where I felt a little bit weak. I couldn't progress any further. And then I took all my guys and got all the gear for them up to the max level. Right now, I'm at all gear max level tier 4 for what I can do. I'm at level 23, about to be level 24, but it's the end of my day 2. I'm going to go to bed in a few hours from now, and I'm not going to get any additional energy until tomorrow morning, until reset. But when you do reset, like every day you reset, you come in here and you have all these new objectives, you really jump forward in your level. Like my day 1, I got to like level 17, I think. And then once I started day 2 and I had all these new objectives, it gave me so much energy and so much experience, it jumped me up. And then I'm doing arena now at level 20. And I really feel like I have progress, but it's not a game that you're going to farm all day long. You're going to come in here, you're going to get your energy, you're going to farm here for your collection, for your guys to make them stronger. Whatever level you are, account level, I'm account level 23. So bring them all up to account level 23 for now until we get like a huge squad. Then we're not going to have enough experience to do everyone every time you go up. I'll talk about what heroes I went after to farm to make sure we could have 5 for light and 5 for dark. I just got my 5th person for dark today, and it's a really good one to farm because it's good to get your skills up as well. We'll talk about that in just a second because I was making this Google Doc today. I'll leave this in the description below. Go over here and download the Google Doc or view it. You can see all the farm locations for all the different heroes in the game. I'm going to do upgrade costs here. It looks a little generic right now, but I'm slowly getting this information. I'm going to do kind of my progression. This is going to be like how I progressed throughout the days because again, this game is very linear. You just have the gear that you go in there and grab. You have your heroes that you go and farm those nodes. You refresh. I refreshed 3 times every single day for campaign energy. It's right here. And then I refreshed 1 time for guild energy, and I'll show you that when I go back because once I do campaign energy 3 times, it goes up to 100 gems to refresh. And if you're playing free to play, you can't just keep refreshing, and it's way more important to get that campaign energy than to spend your gems doing summons. And I'll show you that once we get back over there. So I'm putting the effects in here. I'm going to have a tier list in here, of course, and then I'm going to have hero synergy. But for now, you can come in here and see the farm locations. I also have this website down here on it, lordoftherings.gg characters. Come over here and check out this website because it is nice. It has all the information for all the characters, whether they're shadow, human, support staff, and then you click on them and it shows you all their abilities. I'm sure the site will keep getting more and more and probably have an active tier list, and then we won't even worry about what I'm doing right here for myself as far as farm locations and all the rest. But I'll leave this down below for you guys to check out. So what I went for when I came through the modes. So we already start out with a good squad to go through light. It was pretty easy to go through light. Again, I'm at the very end of day 2, so I'm not really going to do anything else. I refreshed 3 times each day till it cost 100. Once it cost 100, I stopped. I didn't do any refresh because it's free to play. We're not going to be able to afford. I got 519 right now, and I probably don't need to refresh guild campaign. It cost 100 to refresh guild campaign, but it's really nice to be able to farm some of these nodes. And I was able to get this guy unlocked today, and he is Shadow. He's my 5th Shadow, which made it really easy to go through the Shadow campaign then on hard. Because all we're trying to do is go through hard modes of light campaign and shadow campaign, because that's where we pick up the really good gear that we're using now, and we also get the hero fragments. We have to get these hero fragments to make our heroes stronger. Again, it's really easy with this type of game, and I don't feel like it's the type of game that you really need to spend money on. If you're one of those people that love spending money, then I would just go for all the great deals that pop up. Remember, we're on a early access for this game. This game will not wipe. It'll come out on May the 10th, but anybody can play it right now. You can get in here for a little early access, get in here 10 days early before anybody else plays the game, and it's going to help you out. It's going to help you by grinding all the stages like I'm doing right now. But if you do want to spend money, come in the shop and get these deals, because once global launch comes out, we're going to have more deals. Like, they're not really giving us the good stuff yet. May 10th, they're going to come out with, I'm sure these raids are coming soon. They're going to come out with events, rolling events in the game, which will give us things to do, because once you're done spending your energy on both of these and you wait for the free energy to come daily and you've done pretty much everything you can do, you're tapped out, right? You've got some arena to do if you want to do arena, which I would advise doing it, because in the shops here, we've got some good things to get as far as hero tokens to pick up and as far as resources to get. So make sure you're doing everything in the game. But right now, since the game just came out, it's pretty basic. I mean, you don't need to play it all day long. You're going to come in here and it's good. It's good that we don't have to, dedicate our whole day to playing a game, but they will come out with cool new stuff. And I hope this is like guild raids to where we have bosses and a whole bunch of cool things to keep us engaged in the game that doesn't cost us energy to do. Maybe things we can do like once or twice or 3 times a day. So that was it. I mean, all I had to do was go over here and go into Shadow once I had that 5th one from Guild Campaign. The thing that I farmed was Pippin. Pippin is in Chapter 1, and I got him up to a 3-star. I didn't need to get him to a 3-star. He's my only 3-star currently, but it was really easy. You just do auto farm here, but I will say that you don't get a lot of these resources on Chapter 1. It all costs the same amount of energy to run, 8 energy, but you get way more resources in Chapter 2. So once you're done farming a little bit of Pippin, you got Pippin on your roster, you're feeling good with him, 3 stars plenty. Don't need to worry about taking him any further than that. Then farm this one all day long, because there's no Chapter 3 currently. No, there is. I lied. We got to be level 34 to get into Chapter 3. So it's going to be a long time before I get to level 34. Once I get closer to 34, I'll blow through Chapter 2. But there's no other heroes to farm here on Chapter 2, on all of these nodes. So I just farmed this guy because I needed a 5th shadow person. And since I have Pippin as my healer for the light side, I've got this guy now is on my dark side. I was able to push through here. I already had her unlocked from yesterday. We got fragments of her, Aowen, I think is her name. And now I just unlocked this dwarf. I've only done 2-star, but I'm sure I could push and do it manual and get 3-star and start farming her. So every day you're just using your energy to farm these nodes for the fragments you want. And then of course to up the gear on your heroes. That's it. You just level up the energy and you wait for your account to get levels, and then you just keep doing that over and over until we get some cool events into the game. And the light campaign, I was just pushing through here. This is normal. And over on hard, I was able to go to Chapter 2 and get over here to, Chapter 2? To this guy, which is good because I want to start farming him as well. He's supposed to be pretty good. I think he's a healer for the shadow side. So once I have him unlocked, which I've got him at 8 of 15 right now, it might take a few more days. You can only farm these so many times before refreshing. And it might benefit me to refresh this every once in a while for the ones that I really want. I just don't know exactly what I want and how fast I feel like I'm going to need it, because I feel like I'm doing good progression. A lot of things you're going to hear out there from people who are rushing the game, people who are spending money and say, refresh everything here, refresh everything here, and you just don't make that many gems per day to be able to do that. And I don't know how many gems we're getting yet per day. I'm gonna have to pay attention to that and see how much we're getting. And then once a game goes live again, we'll have more game modes and we'll have more events to get more of these gems. Now, do not use these gems to summon over here. Whatever you do, do not summon on this chest. 600 for, I think it, like 0.3% for 50. If you go down further, it's like a 2.2% for maybe 15. You're better off just farming right now. Farm, farm, farm. Do not waste it 600 here, because then you'll be dry. You won't be able to get that additional energy to actually farm for heroes that you need right now to progress. You could get something cool, but you'll probably only get like a portion of what you need to even unlock that hero, and that's it. They'll just be sitting there with like 15 or 30 fragments, and you won't even be able to unlock it. Maybe it costs more to unlock that hero. You have to go look in the hero on the hero sheet there because some of them do take more to unlock. These deals look pretty cool, but in this type of game, I don't feel like you need to spend any money. I always feel that free-to-play on Biofragment collection games like this do, as far as satisfaction-wise, do just as well as any spender out there because all you're doing is the same exact thing. You're always just going through your play, is what they call it here, getting gear and leveling up your heroes. And then it's going to make a difference, of course, when you go into arena, because arena battles have been pretty hard for me right now because there have been people that have played the game before I even jumped in here. So I'm getting better at it because my guys are getting stronger. So we're getting better at making a team, and it's strength right now. There's going to be a lot of people that are just flat out stronger than you, and they're going to win an arena. And then once raids and other fun things like that come in, it's gonna be a lot better for us. But that's it for right now. That's 2 days. Use the Google Docs down below if you want to know some locations. There's also the website so you can see what's going on with all the heroes while you're not in the game, or maybe while you're grinding in the game, you want to go check out some skills. Let me know how you're doing in the game. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate your time. I will see you all in a video soon.